Your person is finally ready to make peace with you. After a long period of silence and emotional distance, they are preparing to break that silence and come forward. The weight of everything they've done, or failed to do, has been pressing heavily on them. There is a deep and growing regret within them about the way they treated you, and it's something they can no longer ignore. They've had time to reflect, and that reflection has made them realize just how much pain they caused you. Now, they are not only acknowledging their mistakes but are genuinely remorseful for the way they behaved. They're no longer hiding behind pride or fear. Instead, they're emotionally exhausted from pretending they don't care. This person misses you deeply. It's not just occasional longing, it's a constant ache, a persistent emptiness that reminds them of everything you once shared. They think about you every day and feel the absence of your presence in their life like a wound that never heals. Your connection wasn't something fleeting to them, even if they acted like it at the time. In truth, they were never able to fully let you go. Now, all they want is another chance to make things right. They dream of a clean slate, a fresh beginning where they can show you the love they were once too afraid, or too foolish, to offer wholeheartedly. You are their emperor, or perhaps they are yours, the one who is stepping into their power and returning with purpose, clarity, and conviction. This person is ready to step up, to claim the role they should have played in your life all along. When you were together, they may have acted shallow or emotionally distant. Perhaps they were distracted by ego, caught up in appearances, or unwilling to be vulnerable. But all of that has changed. Your absence has cracked something open in them, and now they are sitting in the reality of what life feels like without you. And it's miserable. They've cried over you, truly cried. Not just out of guilt, but out of sorrow, loss, and a deep yearning to turn back time. The truth is, you took back your power. You stopped waiting. You stopped begging for the love you deserved, and in doing so, you reminded them of your worth. That strength, your courage to walk away or hold your boundaries, didn't push them away like they may have feared, it awakened them. And now, they're obsessed with you. Not in a superficial way, but in a way that stems from realizing the gravity of what they lost. They are sick with guilt, guilt over the way they handled things, guilt for the pain they inflicted, guilt for staying silent when they should have spoken up. It haunts them. They replay your conversations, your laughter, even your arguments, wishing they had said or done something differently. That guilt has grown into a sense of urgency. They know they are running out of time. There is a growing fear inside them that if they don't act soon, they could lose you forever. That fear is finally stronger than their pride. So now, they're rushing in. Not recklessly, but with the passion of someone who knows they can't afford to wait any longer. They want reconciliation, not out of loneliness, but because they know, deep down, that no one compares to you. No one understands them the way you do. No one brings them peace, fire, and comfort the way you once did. You are irreplaceable, and they see that now with painful clarity. This person is not just hoping you'll take them back, they're actively manifesting it. They're dreaming of conversations, imagining what they would say to win back your heart. They're rehearsing apologies in their mind, replaying memories in their heart, and quietly sending their energy out into the universe in the hope that you'll feel them. They're craving communication, real, honest, vulnerable communication, and they are finally ready to be transparent about their feelings. The time for silence is over. The suffering they've endured in solitude has reached its limit. They can't bear to hold it in any longer. It's action time now. They are preparing to take real, tangible steps toward you. No more hiding, no more running, no more excuses. A major breakthrough is coming. This isn't just another emotional wave or passing thought, this is a decisive turning point in their heart and in your story together. Whether or not you're open to giving them another chance is your decision. But what's clear is that they are coming forward with sincerity, with regret, and with the determination to make things right. The love they once buried under fear or immaturity is resurfacing in full force. They're coming back not just to say sorry, but to prove they've changed, and that this time, they're ready to love you the way you always deserved. I miss being next to you more than words can express. There's an emptiness in my days and a weight on my chest that doesn't seem to lift no matter how much time passes. I never knew how deeply I could miss someone until the silence between us became the loudest part of my life. I find myself longing for your presence, your touch, your voice, your laughter, the little things that once felt so normal but now feel so far away. I've realized that I've never been loved the way you loved me. The way you saw me, accepted me, encouraged me, it was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. Your love didn't come with conditions, expectations, or judgments. It was patient, kind, and full of understanding. And in all honesty, I didn't fully understand or appreciate the magnitude of that love until I was no longer wrapped in it. I need to feel you again, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. I need to reconnect with the energy we once shared, the connection that felt almost otherworldly. I regret not acting sooner, not expressing what I felt when it mattered most. There were so many chances I had to speak my heart, to show up for you in the way you deserved, and I let fear and pride hold me back. That's a mistake I carry with me every day. But I'm here now, not to make excuses, but to be honest, raw, and vulnerable, something I've struggled with most of my life. I know you're not like anyone else. You never have been. You're rare in a world full of fleeting feelings and temporary connections. You always stood firm in your authenticity, and I admired that more than I ever told you. You made me feel safe in ways I didn't even realize I needed. And that's why I'm willing to put in the work this time. I don't want to let this go. I want to nurture what we had, what we still could have, because I believe in it now more than ever. I want to share my life with you, my thoughts, my dreams, my flaws, my hopes, everything. I want you to know all of me, not just the version I thought was easiest to love. This silence between us, it's breaking me. Every unanswered message, every moment of not knowing where we stand, feels like a tiny heartbreak all over again. I just want to look you in the eyes and tell you the truth, it's always been you. No matter how far apart we drift, no matter who walks into or out of our lives, my heart always circles back to you. I am grateful, deeply grateful, that you came into my life. I believe people meet for a reason, and you were meant to cross my path to awaken something inside me I never knew was there. Before you, I never believed in true love. I thought that stuff was for movies or books, something people like to fantasize about but never actually experienced. But the day we met, everything started to shift. It was like someone hit pause on the chaos of the world, and I could finally breathe. Everything about you felt like a dream come true. The connection was instant, the chemistry undeniable, and the comfort overwhelming. You were everything I didn't know I was looking for, and suddenly, fairy tales didn't seem so far-fetched. You weren't just a romantic partner to me. You became my friend, my confidant, my teacher, and perhaps most importantly, my motivator. You pushed me to be better without making me feel like I wasn't enough. You believed in me even when I struggled to believe in myself. And for someone like me, someone who has spent most of their life guarding their heart and hiding their emotions, that meant more than I ever said. I've always had a hard time being honest about how I feel. I've been scared of rejection, of vulnerability, of being seen in my weakest moments. But you saw through all of that. You saw me. I know there were times it seemed like I didn't care. And maybe I didn't show my love the way you needed or deserved. But please believe me when I say that the truth, the absolute, unwavering truth, is that I love you. Deeply. Fully. Unconditionally. I love you beyond situations, beyond expectations, beyond fear. It's only you. It has always been only you. Yes, I have wounds, old ones, from my childhood, from moments I've never spoken about. Those traumas shaped me, taught me to stay quiet, to be strong, to suppress instead of feel. But my love for you is not wounded. It's the purest, most real thing I have ever known. You touched a part of my heart that no one else has ever reached. And even now, in this space between us, that love remains. I don't know what the future holds, and I won't pretend to have all the answers. But I do know this, if there is even the slightest chance to rebuild what we had, to reconnect and grow into something even stronger, I am all in. No more holding back. No more silence. Just the truth, and all of my heart, which has always belonged to you. This love is unlike any other. It's the kind of connection that defies logic, time, and distance, something rare, something deep. Even when you're far apart, they can feel you. There's an invisible thread that ties their heart to yours, and no amount of space can sever it. You linger in their soul, etched in memory and energy, unforgettable and irreplaceable. They find themselves quietly yearning, hoping for some kind of sign in the physical world, a message, a look, a gesture, anything to reassure them that you still want this relationship just as much as they do. That, despite everything, the flame hasn't burned out. They need to know that the connection isn't just alive in their heart, but in yours too. They are longing for more than just reconnection, they crave a deeper, more meaningful commitment. The kind of bond that goes beyond fleeting passion or surface-level attraction. They want something real, something lasting. Their thoughts are consumed by you, and it's starting to affect everything. They're losing sleep, tossing and turning at night with your name on their lips and your image in their mind. During the day, they drift into daydreams, imagining scenarios of what could be, of shared mornings, late-night conversations, quiet laughter, and mutual understanding. Work becomes difficult, focus slips away, because no matter what they're doing, their thoughts keep circling back to you. You are their constant, the center of their emotional universe. More than just physical desire, they feel a profound spiritual pull toward you. Sensual fantasies may fill their mind, but it's the emotional intimacy they crave most. They want to touch your soul, not just your skin. And that, more than anything, reveals the depth of what they feel. This isn't just a crush or infatuation, it's love, the kind that changes people from the inside out. And speaking of change, your partner is evolving. They are beginning to do the inner work, slowly but surely. The version of themselves that was once entangled in codependency or battling addiction is starting to heal. They're taking responsibility for their actions, for their past patterns, and they're actively working to become a better version of themselves. Watching you, how strong you've been, how gracefully you've carried your own struggles, has been incredibly inspiring to them. You embody the qualities of the Strength card, patient, courageous, composed, yet firm. And that energy is magnetic to them. It makes them admire you not just as a partner, but as a person. They're no longer just thinking about you in a romanticized, fantasy-driven way. Their thoughts have matured. Now, they view you through a lens of accountability and emotional clarity. They see the value of what they almost lost, and they're ready to show up differently. There's a sense of stability beginning to flow through them, a groundedness that wasn't there before. And this is what makes their feelings even more genuine. They're not just reacting emotionally, they're evolving consciously. They long for you now with a sense of certainty. They feel, deep in their core, that the two of you are meant for each other. That despite the chaos or the pain of the past, you are each other's perfect match, not perfect in the way fairy tales describe, but in a way that complements and challenges, strengthens and supports. This is a soul bond, one forged not only through joy but through trials and transformation. As old cycles come to a close, emotional baggage, limiting beliefs, unresolved wounds, a new chapter is beginning to open. The energy is shifting. The romance that may have once felt dimmed by confusion or fear is beginning to return. But it's not the same as before. It's more grounded now, more rooted in mutual growth and shared understanding. It's like the two of you are being refueled, not just with love, but with purpose. There are still more soul lessons to learn together, but now there's a readiness, a willingness to walk that path hand in hand rather than apart. Holding back their feelings has become more painful than expressing them. Every time they try to suppress what they feel, it only comes back stronger. They want to be honest now. Vulnerable. They're tired of the emotional walls and the waiting. What they want most is to bridge the distance, emotionally and physically, and to create a future that feels safe, loving, and real. This love, your love, is a sacred experience, and it's calling for renewal, for courage, and for truth. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't define the possibility of what can come next. And in their heart, they're hoping you feel the same. Because they're ready, not just to feel this love, but to fight for it. To nurture it. To grow with it. To become the version of themselves that this love deserves.